Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to this edition of Financial Talk with me, of course, your go-to personal and business finance coach. So, I know that I'll probably sound like a broken record by saying that over the last few months, a lot of us have experienced drastic changes in our lives, okay? And these changes are due to obviously the coronavirus pandemic. And the changes, for the most part, have been negative for a lot of people. Positive for some, but negative for a lot of people. And negative for most because it's affected their livelihood. I mean, you have a lot of people that have gone from, one income household to nothing, or maybe even two income households to nothing, or two income households to one income households. The point is that a lot of people have seen their income dwindle. And obviously, this has caused a lot of people to go into a debt situation, okay? And it got me thinking, as a financial planning coach, why and how this may be affecting people's mental health. So, on today's topic, we're going to explore how, being in debt can actually cause people to smarten up about their financial situation, and more importantly, maybe even help you to develop your own philosophical approach about living on less. So, how maybe living on or having less will help increase your quality of life. Okay, and I'm going to try to explain it in a concept that we call financial minimalism, which basically says that material things, don't really do much for you in the long run, okay? That actually having fewer things allows you to live a better quality of life. So, what is the idea behind this concept? Most of us learn from society that if we have an increase in our wealth, the way we validate that increase, the way we celebrate or appreciate that increase is by going out and making a material, purchase, okay? Gaining some kind of material possession. I'll give you an example. So, I'd been working before I graduated from college. But once I graduated from college, I landed my first professional job, which obviously came with an increase in my salary. Okay. And the way that I knew to celebrate my new financial status was to go out and purchase a brand new car. I mean, it was a decent car, but I went out and made this purchase anyway. Could I have purchased a used car? Maybe. I mean, I was young, starting my life, didn't know much about, having a personal financial journey at the time. But what I knew, was that I was a professional. I had graduated. I had a degree, and to me, that meant that my income level was going to be on the up and up. Okay, was going to climb up. And so, possessing this car, going out and making this material purchase was a way for me to validate and, and to be accepted that I had really gotten to this new level. Okay. Knowing that owning this car, the euphoria from owning this car was only going to last a little while. And that's what really happens with most material possessions. As a matter of fact, in economics, okay, which was my favorite subject in high school, by the way, there is a concept called the law of diminishing marginal utility. The law of diminishing marginal utility, which basically says that as a person, okay, consumes a particular item or product, okay, the satisfaction they get from that consumption begins to wane after a while, Okay, so the more you use that possession, the more you acquire that product. After a while, your utility, okay, from using that product begins to diminish. Okay, and so why do we as a society continue to do that? It's because, mentally we've been taught that that's how that sort of brings us like happiness of some sort, which it really doesn't. Forgetting what best aligns with our own values. What I've come to realize is that there are a lot of the experiences that we have as human beings tend to provide more of a spiritual and emotional abundance and helps sustain us internally more than material possessions. And when I talk about experiences, I'm talking about the different interests that we all have in different things that we typically enjoy but don't really explore or put enough attention on, because we feel like material possessions are the things that will help us to be on an equal level, or get to that next level in society. Okay, being able to show off those material possessions. So what are some of the things that we can actually experience that provide us that spiritual and emotional abundance? For instance, I love to travel, and when I look back on the places that I've been to, and I think back on those experiences, there's a fulfillment that I get that can never go away. Okay, and that fuels me, okay, and puts me in a place of appreciation. For some, it could be bird watching. For others, it could be given to the poor, sports, music, your love for books and reading, maybe going out and walking on the beach, hiking, maybe biking, knitting, cooking, maybe storytelling, maybe flying a kite. It could be play or theater. It could be glamping with your friends across the world. It could be a night in the jungle. I don't know, a dip in a hot spring, going to the museums. I mean, it really runs the gamut, And in fact, in society, we are spoiled for choice, okay? But we often forget that, value is not indicated by volume. Okay, and what financial minimalism attempts to teach is that we should value the spiritual and emotional abundance as superior to material possessions. Okay, so let me leave you with this, my friends. Please free yourself from duplicity as a result of the pressures from society. Free yourself from the duplicity of having to live one life, in front of your family, another life, in front of your friends, another life in front of your maybe co-workers, another life in front of your neighbors. There are too many groups you're trying to keep up with. You're trying to portray a certain lifestyle to one group, another lifestyle to another group, another lifestyle to another group. I mean, this could be very tiring, and it does nothing for you spiritually, internally. Okay? Meanwhile, you can opt for a life that is more singular and consistent, that is the same every day of the week and the same to any group whatsoever. Finally, remember that, financial minimalism is all about, what's internal, the heart and the soul. Okay? So please give yourself that freedom and acceptance to live a life that is truly honest and transparent. Okay? As a holistic financial planning coach, it is my duty to open up this world of financial planning to you, because financial planning is really more about behavior, okay, than about knowledge. I hope, my friends, that you find this video helpful. If you do, Please share with your friends, your family, your colleagues, your business associates, anybody you think will be able to gain something from this video. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below this video. Until next time, my friends, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye now.